morning everyone, I am sharing the class in the traditional category.
Good morning everyone, my name is Asya. I am sharing the class in the religious category.
Today I am discussing Joystick Chair, a car drive system for wheelchair users is now commercially available with enables a person to drive a car with no using their legs, use both left and right arms. However, a person who has several hand skills such as a key hand or arm together with legs has some difficulties on changing seat from a wheelchair to a car seat by oneself. However, a car is more required for such people to move in wide area with no efforts on their body and mentally. To solve this problem, mainly following two technical issues must be overcome. A drive system which allows a person to drive a car with small force and operation motion in quite limited stroke. A transfer system which enables a person to be oriented to a drive seat.
Drive system in our project. It is goal to develop an joystick car drive system by which one can drive a car with single hand. Because of a straight steering of a for car premises, it would not also be expected that all car drive operation, including accelerators and brake pedals and steering wheel rotation, are driven and controlled by accountants. Since there are no manufacturers, this produce that kind of a system in Japan. Therefore, in the first stage of the project, we develop a joystick system which has a hybrid structures of a electrical and mechanical. Type of the steering wheel drive mechanism, a 80 volts DC motor is mounted together with work, gives a magnetic clutch, a jamming pulley. Potentiometer, the DC motor is controlled by a microprocessor and a controlled which release PID control of a motor with no using an adapter or nor a tachometer.
The product system was tested by a wheelchair user. First, changing of their drive mode and driving operation of each mode were tested. The three modes include normal mode, steering wheel or foot pedals, and control made steering wheel with knob and hand control for foot pedals operation, and joystick mode joystick only. A joystick drive system with sitting on a wheelchair is presented in this paper. The drive system allows a wheelchair user to drive a car with single hand by himself, with sitting a wheelchair with remote seat changing from a wheelchair to a car drive seat. Comfortability. It is a main in nowadays. This project user for safety and comfortability. When this feature used components are two servo motors, jumper wires, Arduino Mega, and working model for this project. We can give the power to Arduino Mega and works. We can move the joystick forward, the wheelchair is front. We can move the joystick backward, the chair will back. You can give the power to another Arduino. Comfortability mode feature is on. Comfortability feature is on. This is the working model for this project. Thank you.